Well, it's an absolutely cracking day out here today, so I thought I'd just take a ride on my motorbike. There's nothing like it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Ban Sao on the 1290 and then travel through onto the new bypass road, the 1271, and then I'll branch off onto the 1098 towards Mae Chan, and then through the back roads towards Mae Chan I'll hit the 1016 heading back into Chenzen Town. It's a nice little circuit. There's plenty of see and do, some great roads, little twists and turns through the country section. Not so much on the new bypass road that was built to bypass Chenzen Town on the way to Chiang Rai. It's a pretty straight road but almost no traffic. Just a great road to ride. It's pretty straight but there's some nice scenery and it has almost no traffic 90% of the time. So I hope you enjoyed the journey along with me, and I'll show you around some little areas. It is stunningly beautiful out here. Well, we're on the bypass road, the 1271, and as you can see it is pretty straight, but as you can see, no traffic. And it doesn't matter whether it's this side of the road or the other side of the road, there's just no traffic at all. You get the odd truck or motorbike come up and down, but it is, you know, pretty barren. I like it. I think it's a great road, and it does make the journey towards Chiang Rai a lot quicker. It's just lovely out here though, it's just so nice. It's not a completely uninteresting road. Once you get over the brow here, you can start to see all the mountains. But no matter where you go in Chiang Rai, you're just surrounded by mountains. It is truly stunning. Well, we're now leaving the 1271 and we'll branch off onto the 1098, which basically is all the country roads leading to Mae Chan. It's a lovely ride through here. I've got a funny feeling that my passion for motorcycles is beginning to rub off on some people. I know Gordon recently brought Mae the Honda Rebel 300, a fantastic sort of retro bike, really very cool. Another friend of mine, Bob, he's the chap that came to the farm and did the drone work for us. Really super guy. And he's now looking at buying the Kawasaki W800. Again, it's a retro bike, almost like a cruiser. So definitely people are starting to catch the bug. And to be honest, we're riding a bike up here is just perfect. It is a sort of biker's heaven, if you like. Certainly the older I've gotten, that my taste of change in motorbikes, there was a time I would have given my right leg for something like the BMW S1000RR. But today, of course, I'm much older, you know, 52 years of age. My back doesn't like being leaned over for long periods of time. It does play on your back. And I guess the ultimate bike now would have to be a Tour Adventure, something like the BMW 1000XR. It's just such an immensely comfortable machine, and you're sort of sitting there upright in a nice beg position. So you can ride these things for miles and miles and miles without ever really suffering from a huge amount of fatigue. Of course, there's other fantastic bikes out there in the Tour Adventure class. You have the Triumph Tiger XRX 800, which is also another fantastic machine. But really, it doesn't matter when it comes to motorcycles. It's down to the individual, just like it is with cars. It's what you're happy riding on and what you're comfortable with, and ultimately what your passion is. I think we're living in a golden age of motorcycles. Technology's come such a long way. So many of these bikes now have technological advancements such as ABS, traction control, cruise control. Yeah, it is quite an exciting time to be a motorcyclist, and I'm sure as the years go on they'll come up with even more technological advancements to make the whole experience of riding a motorbike not only safer but far more enjoyable. The only problem with these back roads up here, you have to be a little bit careful. It can get a bit busy with trucks. There's been an awful lot of road building up here, so you get these trucks with soil in the back, so it's best just to hang back and yeah, just take your time. It's no good trying to really overtake them on these bends, you're just asking for trouble. But if you hang back, of course, you don't get all the dust and dirt thrown at you. It is pretty, as you can see though. Loads of pineapples being planted on these hillsides. Yeah, it's just a shame that this truck is in the way, otherwise I could get my knee down. The road surface up here is not exactly brilliant. It's starting to show some real wear and tear, and I suspect it's because of all the heavy traffic it takes. But I did hear there's plans to resurface the road, so here's hoping they will. About another few kilometres up the road they have actually resurfaced it. Just wicked through here though, isn't it? Just absolutely lovely. Now that over there is a solar farm. Yes, to my right you have a huge solar farm. I'm not sure exactly what area it provides power for, but yeah, it's nice to see that you know, the sun is being harnessed. Right, let's get rid of him. As you can see, the roads are just a little bit uneven in places. It's not the best road surface in the world. I'm not really one for tearing about, it's not really my thing, but every now and again, you know, if it's a good road surface and there's some nice twists and turns, I'll open the throttle just a little bit. As you can see, all these trucks, they're big old trucks, and again they do churn up the road a bit. Now if you're travelling through Thailand, it doesn't really matter where you are in Thailand. Once you start coming into these little village areas, you need to slow it down if you're on a bike or even in a car. You have a tendency to get a lot of soy dogs floating around, and then every now and again you'll get things like this, the checkpoints. So yeah, you don't want to be going too fast as you go through these little villages. Chickens are another thing, they have a tendency to run right out in front of you. No, I've never hit a chicken yet. Just beautiful though, isn't it? We're just going past the temple on the left. It's pretty flat just here. Again, you know, a lot of it is rice fields. One of the best things about living up here, as I said before, it's just so green. Everywhere you go there's all this vegetation, there's trees and banana trees and mountains. It really is a stunning place. As you can see, we're now running back onto new tarmac. Yeah, it does make a huge amount of difference. It's much easier to ride. One of the questions that I often get asked is, does wearing all that motorcycle gear get really hot? Yep, yeah it does. It's you get a bit hot and sweaty. This particular jacket that I'm wearing is an Alpine Stars, and it's really good. It's got all the protection that I need. It does actually have an inner fly jacket, so waterproof and windproof, but you know, in this type of weather you don't really need it. It'll come in handy if you get caught in the rain though, so yeah, it's pretty good to have. But yeah, it's like anything else, you know, motorcycling in the heat is a trade-off between having a good time on your bike and staying safe, I'm afraid, and staying safe is the most important thing you can do. As I've said before, riding in Thailand, you know, can be pretty perilous. It's listed as #1 in the world for motorcycle accidents. Up here, not so much so, primarily because there's not a vast amount of traffic. But again, it comes down to being sensible about what you do. You know, if you're going to go tearing around at breakneck speeds, then chances are you'll come a cropper at some point or another. It's just about being smart about the way you ride a bike. For me, the real pleasure comes in just taking your time and soaking up all the scenery, just taking it all in. It's just incredible. And of course, if you're doing 150 kilometers an hour, you can't really do that. Now here's another thing you need to be aware of. You'll see the road markings change now with a 50 km/h speed limit. This is because it's approaching a school. I've noticed this quite a bit now. There's quite a few of these road markings going up in and around the area, and I think it's a great idea. And it does actually have the effect, I've noticed, that drivers and motorcyclists are slowing down. As you can see, some of the turns here are pretty tight, so you know, you want to take your time and take it easy. Well, we're just coming up to the end of the Mae Chan country road. Now, if I take a left at the top here, it'll lead me towards Mae Chan itself. But I'm going to hang a right and head towards Chiang Saen Town on the 1061. It's basically a circuit I've done here, and I'm going towards my little noodle shop. I'm going to go and get something to eat. Well, I'm now on the 1016 heading towards Chenzen Town. It's approximately 25 kilometres from here, so not too far. What you really want to keep an eye out for is the U-turns, especially oncoming traffic. Sometimes they don't quite judge the speed of other vehicles and they pull out on you, so you do have to be careful. I just play it safe and slow down whenever I see a U-turn. Now watch this. This is a classic example of a truck overtaking a motorcycle. As you can see, he's way too close. He couldn't be bothered to go out on the other lane properly like he's supposed to. No, he'll try and squeeze me across to the other lane. It shouldn't matter what lane that I'm in, and remember, I'm travelling pretty fast here. He should have actually pulled out into the other lane instead of getting right up to the side of me. But that's the sort of thing you've got to watch out for. Now this is just a classic case of bad driving. First of all, he overtakes me way too close, and now he's behind this bus. Now there's several lanes here, but he obviously doesn't want to overtake that bus on the inside. No, it's a little bit too big for him to try and push over. So the best thing I can do now is just overtake him, overtake this bus, and get out of the way of yet another idiot on the road. It can be a little bit frustrating driving up here, and again dangerous, but what that truck tried to do to me is nothing compared to what they tried to do in Phuket. So yeah, quite happy to drive up here. Again, it's just about keeping your wits about you as you're riding along. As you can see, the roads here are pretty good. They're in great condition, and there's not a huge amount of traffic to watch out for. But again, you know, riding a motorbike, no matter where you are, you do have to pay attention to what you're doing. Well, I'm just heading into Chenzen Town. And these are the old fort walls we're going through now. It's just beautiful. I love it through here. Oh look, somebody's got themselves a nice new Honda Rebel. How nice is that? Oh, I like these panniers as well, very nice. As you can see, there's a bit more traffic in the town, so it's just a case of having to slow down and watch what you're doing. It's such a great little town though, they've just got everything here. Yeah, I do like his little Rebel. Yeah, that's really nice. Those panniers look really cool on that. Right, it's time for me to go and get something to eat. I'm absolutely starving, and there's only one place to go. I'm in Chenzen Town, which means my little rice noodle shop. It's open, and the food is always so good there. Well, that was a great little journey out. Well guys, that's the trip from Ban Sao to Mae Chan, or at least going on the way to Mae Chan. It leads through all the country roads, as you can see, and it's absolutely stunning. There's no place like it. It doesn't matter where you go in Chiang Rai, there's just so much to see and do, and of course as a motorcyclist it's just incredible to ride a bike. It's one of those places you can just lose yourself, and the worst thing about it of course is you have to stop somewhere, but no better place for me to stop than doing the whole circuit back into Chenzen Town and stopping here at my favourite noodle shop. So that's where I'm going to close for today guys. I hope you enjoyed the journey with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Whatever you do, have a fantastic day and stay safe, and don't forget guys, please share, subscribe and like. It makes a huge difference to our channel. Bye for now guys.